स्टुडंट्स डाउट्स आपण पाहणार आहोत. बघा स्टुडंट डाउट्स आपण पाहणार आहोत. स्टुडंटचे डाउट्स मी ऑलरेडी सेंड केलेले आहेत, म्हणजे जे काही क्वेश्चन्स आहेत ते क्वेश्चन्स मी सेंड केलेले आहेत. आपण फक्त स्टुडंट काय ते आन्सर्स पाहणार आहोत. बघा पहिला डाउट्स काय, बघा मी पहिला डाउट रीड करतो आहे. अ बॉल ऑफ मास 0.15 kg इज ड्रॉप्ड फ्रॉम ए हाईट 10 meter, strikes the ground and rebounds to the same height. The magnitude of impulse imparted to the ball is nearly, जिची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वेअर. ऑप्शन ए स्टुडंट आहे 0, ऑप्शन बी आहे 4.2 kg मीटर पर सेकंड, ऑप्शन सी आहे 2.1 kg मीटर पर सेकंड आणि ऑप्शन डी आहे 1.4 kg मीटर पर सेकंद. बघा स्टुडंट डाउट्स काय आहे. बघा बॉल ऑफ मास 0.15 kg म्हणजे मास दिलेला आहे. एम इज गिवन दॅट इज 0.15 kg, राईट. 0.15 kg is dropped from a height 10 meter, strikes the h is given also, that is 10 meter, the ground and rebounds to the ball at the same height. The magnitude of impulse imparted to the ball is nearly. बघा स्टुडंट काय होणार आहे, बघा एक बॉल आपण काय करणार आहे, स्ट्राईक करणार आहे आणि तोच बॉल काय करणार, पुन्हा रिबाउंड होणार आहे. काय करणार आहे आणि या ठिकाणी हिचं व्हिलॉसिटी जी आहे ती व्हिलॉसिटी काय राहणार आहे, कॉन्स्टंट राईट. velocity of a before striking is equal to velocity of a after striking असणार आहे. आणि ती velocity काढण्याचा फॉर्म्युला जो असणार आहे, velocity is equal to 2 root gh, v is equal to root 2, value of g is known, that is the 9.8 or maybe 10 given दिले असेल, 10 also, right. h is also given, that is height is equal to 10, that is equal to what, v is equal to student what, 10 root 2, 10 root 2. This is the height of this. Okay, to find what the impulse, student, what is the formula of impulse? Impulse is equal to what mass into change in velocity, mass into, right, change in velocity, right, that is m into change in velocity means what student, v minus of v, because velocity of a before striking is equal to the velocity of a after striking, right. म्हणजे velocity, both velocities are the constant, that is what m into v plus v, that is m into m into 2 times of v, right student, m into 2 times of v, that is 2. Value of m is equal to 0.15, value of velocity is equal to 10 root of 2, that is equal to what student, this must be equal to what, that is 2 into 1.5 into root 2, that is equal to 3 into root 2, that is 3 into 1.41, that is 3 4s or 12, 1 3, that is 4.23, that is 4.2. This and this is this option is correct match to the option number B. Then which is the correct option of question doubt number 1 student, that is option number 1, B, that is 4.2 kg per meter per second. Okay student, complete the doubt number 1. Then I take it the next doubt. बघा स्टुडंट डाऊट नंबर मी 2 रीड करतोय. फ्रॉम ए सर्क्युलर रिंग ऑफ मास m and radius r, an arc corresponding to a 90 degree, an arc corresponding to a 90 degree sector is removed, 90 degree sector is removed. The moment of inertia of the remaining part of the ring about an axis passing through the center of the ring and perpendicular to the plane of the ring is k times mr square. K times, बघा k times mr square. Then the value of k is, option student दिलेले आहेत, बघूया क्वेश्चन्स काय आहे. हा बघा स्टुडंट्स एम आय ऑफ रिंग एक सेक्टर दिलेला आहे, इथं 90 डिग्री अँगल तयार झालेला आहे, राईट. एम आय ऑफ रिंग दिलेला आहे स्टुडंट, काय दिलेलं आहे, एम आय ऑफ रिंग. रिंग मी तुम्हाला ट्रिक दिलेला आहे, मोमेंट ऑफ रिंग इनर्शिया म्हणजे लक्षात ठेवणार. एम आय ऑफ रिंग हाऊ मेनी किती असतो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ रिंग, दॅट इज व्हॉट एम आर स्क्वेअर, राईट स्टुडंट, एम आर स्क्वेअर, राईट स्टुडंट. हाऊ मेनी पार्ट इज रिमूव्ड, राईट, रिमूव्हिंग हाऊ मेनी पार्ट, दॅट इज 1 किती, दॅट इज 1/4. रिमूव्हिंग सेक्टर, एम आय ऑफ रिमूव्हिंग सेक्टर, एम आय ऑफ रिमूव्हिंग सेक्टर 1/4 रिमूव्ह केला आहे ना, राईट. दॅट इज 1/4 एम आर स्क्वेअर. ह्या इतका एम आय म्हणजे ह्याच असणारा 1/4 1/3 1/4 काय केला आहे, पार्ट रिमूव्ह केला आहे. मग मीन्स वॉट स्टुडंट, एम आय ऑफ रिमेनिंग पार्ट आपल्याला फाइंड आउट करायला लागेल. काय, एम आय ऑफ रिमेनिंग पार्ट, एम आय ऑफ रिमेनिंग पार्ट, राईट स्टुडंट, एम आय ऑफ रिमेनिंग पार्ट. काय असणार एम आय ऑफ रिमेनिंग पार्ट, दॅट इज एम आय ऑफ वॉट, जो आपल्याकडे एम आय आहे रिंगचा, दॅट इज एम आय ऑफ रिमूव्हिंग पार्ट, दॅट इज 1/4 एम आर स्क्वेअर. आणि हे सॉल्व करून कुठे किती येणार स्टुडंट, 3/4 एम आर स्क्वेअर काय येणार आहे. अँड दिस what student, answer is that is k times of mr square. The remaining moment of inertia is equal to, that is k times mr square is equal to 3/4 mr square, and that is what value of this k represents the value of 3/4, that is k is equal to 3/4, and this option is correct match to the option number A. Option number A student, option number A. Okay student, complete the doubt number 2. Then I take it the next doubt. बघा स्टुडंट, नेक्स्ट डाउट्स बघूया आपण. बघा नेक्स्ट डाउट काय आहे, द हाफ लाईफ ऑफ ए रेडिओएक्टिव्ह न्यूक्लियर इज 100 hour. The half life of a radioactive nuclide is 100 hour. The fraction of a original activity that will remain after 150 hour would be. बघा T half is given, that is T half is must be equal to what student, 150 hour, that is sorry, the half life of radioactive nuclei is 100 hour, right. The fraction of original activity that will remain after 150 hour, that is T is equal to also given, that is a 150 hour. What is find out student, that is the fraction of original activity, the fraction of original activity that will remain after 150 hour would be. बघा स्टुडंट, ह्याच्यासाठी फॉर्म्युला आपल्याला काय रन करावा लागणार आहे, that is formula is equal to A is equal to A naught divided by 2 raised to T divided by T half. काय फॉर्म्युला रन करावा लागणार आहे, A is equal to A naught divided by 2 raised to T raised to 1/2, that is equal to what student, A upon A naught is equal to 1 upon 2 raised to T divided by T 1/2. पहिला आपण स्टुडंट T divided by T 1/2 ची व्हॅल्यू फाइंड आउट करायची आहे. T divided by T 1/2 is equal to, value of T is equal to 1/150, that is T half is equal to how many, that is 100, that is equal to what, 3/2, that is this is value is equal to what, that is 3/2. Okay student, then take it this, that is A divided by A naught is must be equal to 1 divided by 2, and this must be value is equal to student how many, that is 3/2, and this A divided by A naught must be equal to student, that is 1 divided by, and this is equal to √2, and this 2 raised to 3/2, that is student what, that is the √2 bracket, that is the cube, that is the √2 bracket cube, right student, that is this is equal to A divided by A naught, that is must be equal to, that is 2 √2 cube of √2, that is equal to must be equal to what, 2 √2, that is answer is, this answer is correct match to the option number B. This answer is correct match to the what, that is option number, okay, option number B. Okay student, complete these doubts, then I take it the one more doubts, but before complete these doubts. बघा स्टुडंट, मी नेक्स्ट डाऊट घेतोय. अ कप ऑफ कॉफी cools from 90 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius. A cup of coffee cools from 90 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius in T minutes. When the room temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, the time taken by a similar cup of coffee to cool from 80 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius at a room temperature same at 20 degrees Celsius is. Option is given student. Okay student, I read the example. Okay student, in this example to use the most important formula, that is what, that is change in temperature, that is theta initial minus theta final divided by change in temperature, that is change in temperature, right? That is change in temperature, change in minute, sorry, change in time also, that is what, change in time student, is equal to what student, that is the constant k into what, that is the theta, that is average of this temperature, that is theta initial plus theta final, that is average means what, divided by, that is the minus of this surrounding temperature, minus of this what, surrounding temperature. Okay student, but then what's the first conditions? There are the two most important conditions in this given example are the given. According to the first condition, that is what, a cup of coffee cools from the 90 degrees Celsius to 80 degrees Celsius, that is theta I, that is initial is a 90 and final is 80, that is how many that is remaining, that is change in is equal to 10, right? And this is equal to what student, that is is given, that is the t minutes, that is change in time is the t, that is constant k is equal to, that is average must be equal to what, 90 plus 80, that is how many, 90 plus 80, that is equal to 170, and that is divided by 2, that is 170 divided by 2 is equal to 85, minus surrounding temperature, that is how many, that is equal to 20 degrees Celsius, right student, right? That is 80 plus 90 divided by 2, that is 170 divided by, that is 85, right student, 85, and this must be equal to what student, 10 divided by t, that is k times of, that is equal to 85 minus 20, that is equal to 65, right? That is, find out the, in these equations, that value of the, find out the value of the k, that is k is equal to 10 divided by 65t, that is equal to 5 2s are 2 divided by 5 1s are 1, 5 3s are, that is 13, that is k must be equal to 2 divided by 13, that is equation number 2. Student, again according to the second condition, that is the time taken by a similar cup coffee to cools from 80 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, that is change is equal to 20, right student, and find out in this time, that is the delta t, that is constant k is also, but using this equation in this value of k is also used because cup is the same, and that is average must be equal to, that is 80 plus 60, that is 140, that is 70 minus of 20, that is 20 divided by delta t, that is k value of k is known, that is 2 divided by 13t, right student, that is equal to 50, that is find out, then find out what student, that is delta t is the find out, that delta t must be equal to 20 into 13t divided by 2 into 50, that is equal to, this 0 0 get cancelled, this cancel, that is delta t must be equal to 13t divided by 5, and this option is correct match to the option number B, student. Okay student, this option is correct match to the option number B. Then I take it one more doubt, but before student is complete the doubt number 4. Student, I take it the next doubt. First I read this doubt. बघा doubt काय आहे? A sample of 0.1 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius and normal pressure, that is a sample of 0.1 gram of water at 100 degrees Celsius and normal pressure, that is P is given, that is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Right student? Requires 54 calorie of heat energy to convert to steam at 100 degrees Celsius if the volume of the steam at produced is that is V steam, this is also, that is V steam, that is 1.67.1 cc. The change in internal energy of the sample is, student, find out what student change in internal energy. Student, we know that is according to first law of thermodynamics, that delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. Then find out the delta U is equal to delta Q plus minus of delta W, student. Then find out the first two things, that is first one is the that is heat, that is the delta Q. Then find out that is work done. Then find out the change in internal energy. Right student? Then what student, that is first find out the heat, that is delta Q, that is delta, how many, that is heat, that is delta Q is equal to 54 calorie, but calorie there is no SI unit, that is multiply 4.18 and this converted to the whole is to the joule. I write this directly and direct answer, that is 225.72 joule. 225.72 joule. Okay student, calorie there is no SI unit. Okay, then find out, we will get the student value of the delta Q. Then find out the delta W, which is the formula of delta W, that is P into delta Phi, that is P is given, that is student, in this example is most important is a Phi O water, specific heat of water, that is equal to, that is volume also, that is 0.1 gram, that is must be equal to 0.1 cc, that is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 6, right? cc ka, right, 10 raised to minus 6 cubic meter, that is equal to P into delta V, that is P is also known, that is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 Newton meter square per square, and that is changing value is what student? V steam minus of V water, that is delta W must be equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to this 5, and this V steam is also known, that is in this given example, that is V steam is equal to 1.67 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 6, also that is in cubic decimeter, minus V water, that is 0.1 into 10 raised to minus of 6. Right student, this find out the, I directly write this value of this answer, that is equal to what student? 16.917 joule, that is work, and we'll get the internal energy, that is internal energy delta U must be equal to delta Q minus of delta W. Delta Q is also in, find out that is 2.25 into 72 minus of this delta W is equal to 16.917. That is equal to this answer is correct to match to the option number B, student. Option number B, that is 2.087 joule. Simply converted, student, according to first FLOT, first law of thermodynamics, delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. Then in this given information, to first find out the delta Q and delta W, then we get the change in internal energy. Okay, student, I complete this out, then I take it to one more doubts. Okay, question, student, doubts number 6. This is the last doubt in this session, student. Okay, first I read the doubt. These doubts: 6 similar bulbs are connected as shown in the figure with a DC source on EMF E and 0 internal resistance. The ratio of power consumptions by the bulbs when all are glowing, and second, in the situation when 2 from section A and 1 from 2 from section A and 1 from the section B are glowing will be. बघा स्टूडेंट काय डाउट्स आहे. Student, these 3 bulbs are in this what parallel combination. This also 3 bulbs are is also parallel combination, and this equivalent resistance is equal to what, student? 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by R, that is equal to what, student? That is 3 by R, that is R by 3. Okay, student, these another 3 bulbs are arranged in parallel form, that is equal to second, that is put as a, that is R2, this is again equal to, that is R by 3, and these 2 that is put in a, that is this R1 and this is the R2 is arranged in the which series, that is series combination, and this is the E, right? This is the battery, and this equivalent resistance, that is R equivalent, that is R total, that is R total must be equal to what, student? That is R total is equal to, that is how many? R total is equal to, that is 2R divided by 3. 2R divided by 3, that is R total is equal to, student, right? Then student, in this power, that is power is equal to, that is V square upon divided by R, that is E square, that is V or replacing by R, that is R total, student, that is E square divided by E square, then this R total must be equal to our, student? That is 2R into 3, that is what? 3R E square divided by 2 times upon equation number 1. And read the most important, that is the second condition, student. Student, named, and this is the input power also. Second condition, in this situation when 2 from section 1A and 1 from section B are glowing will be, that is what, student? That is R and these are parallel, are connected in a which region, that is a parallel combination, that is these R total must be equal to what, student? That is 2 divided by R, that is 1 R, 1 plus R plus 1 plus R, that is 2 divided by R, 2 divided by R, that is R by 2. R total is equal to R by 2, right, student? And this in this case here, that is a final power is equal to, that is E square upon R total, that is E square divided by, that is R total is equal to what, student? That is R into 2, that is what? 2 times E square divided by R. Student, I note this value in this here and removing this whole here, because I take it the ratio, that is पी आय इज इक्वल टू वॉट स्टुडंट, पी आय इज इक्वल टू 3 ई स्क्वेअर अपॉन 2r अँड दिस पी एफ इज मस्ट इक्वल टू वॉट स्टुडंट 2 ई स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर. ओके स्टुडंट, हे सगळं नोट डाऊन करून घ्यायचं आहे तुम्ही. त्याच्यानंतर आपण काय करणार आहे, हे रिमूव्ह केल्यानंतर पुन्हा आपण रेशो याचा घेणार आहोत, त्यानंतर आपण आन्सर फाइंड आउट करणार आहोत. बघा स्टुडंट, आपण याचा रेशो घेणार आहोत. बघा पी आय 1 डिवाइड बाय पी एफ 1 और 2 1 म्हटलं चालेल. दिस इज इक्वल टू वॉट 3 ई स्क्वेअर अपॉन 2 टाइम्स ऑफ आर. दिस इज इक्वल टू आर डिवाइड बाय 2 टाइम्स ऑफ ई स्क्वेअर. दिस आर get cancel, ई स्क्वेअर cancel स्टुडंट, and this is equal to what स्टुडंट 3/4. But this is not match. स्टुडंट सॉरी, वन मोर. बघा स्टुडंट, एक सिली मिस्टेक स्टुडंट झालेलं आहे इथं. बघा 2 बल्ब्स फ्रॉम फर्स्ट, राईट. म्हणजे आपण ही जी काही दुसरी फायनल पॉवर काढली आहे ती थोडीशी रॉंग आलेली आहे. बघा कशा पद्धतीने 2 दॅट इज आर आर अँड दिस अगेन 1 दॅट इज आर इज कनेक्टेड हिअर, राईट. अँड दिस अगेन पुट आउट दिस बॅटरी रोचर. दॅट इज वॉट, दिस इज इक्वल टू वॉट स्टुडंट, that is 2 by r, that is r is equal to r by 2. That is, this is equal to what, this is the result, this is r by 2, that is r by 2 plus r, that is equal to what student, that is 3r by, that is r total is equal to 3r by 2, 3r by 2, right student. Then this pf is equal to what, e square upon this r total, and this e square, that is r total, e square, this r total is equal to what, 3r by 2, right. Means what student, 2e square upon 3r, that is pf. Then find out the ratio, that is pi divided by pf. Pi is equal to 3 times e square divided by what, 2 times of r into 3r divided by 2 times of e square. This e square get cancel, and this is equal to 9 divided by 4 student, 9 divided by 4, and this option is correct match to the option number C. Option number C. Option number C. Okay student, but don't बघा स्टुडंट, with the students की डाऊट सॉल्व करताना जर एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व करत असताना जर आपण चुकीचं अनालिसिस केलं तर आपलं आन्सर चुकतं. ओके, कारण ते टू फॉर्म फर्स्ट सांगितलं आणि सेकंड फॉर्म 1, बरोबर. म्हणजे 2 बल्ब पॅरलल आणि त्याचबरोबर 1 बल्ब सिरीजमध्ये जोडलेला होता. ओके ठीक आहे, हा डाऊट्स कम्प्लीट करा. या सेशनमध्ये हा लास्ट एक्झाम्पल आहे. आणखी सम डाऊट्स तुमचे जे आहेत ते नेक्स्ट सेशनमध्ये आपण सॉल्व करून देणार आहोत.